Hi everybody, look who it is. It's Sarah Jessica Parker. Hi.
Hello. Hello everybody.
Sarah Jessica, what are you going to be doing at 3:30 tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to be exactly where you told me to be. I'm going to be with you.
Yes.
At High Point.
Let's go absolutely nuts for Sarah Jessica Parker. There she is.
Hello. Wow.
I have to introduce you to an Australian term,
Okay.
which is chakasiki. Now,
Did you say that one more time?
chakasiki,
Chakasiki?
which means calling in sick to work.
Oh, Chakasiki.
There's a lot of people here who are not wanting to get their faces on camera.
I'll be very happy to write a note in the hand of a physician.
Is it enjoyable and lovely to imagine the situations in which women might be wearing your fragrance?
A lot of women have shared with me that it was their mother's fragrance and maybe they lost their mother and they wear it and they think of their mother.
Your ability to still be here and relevant and timeless is so inspiring. Have you felt that?
I'm aware that many of you in this room have allowed me to maintain a spot in your life, and it's meant a huge amount to me.
But you managed to really piece together an incredible look, and I wonder what your process is and what actually inspires
I
you.
think I like what I like, and I'm less concerned about rules or what other people might think is appropriate, or answering questions or defending a choice. Actually, does it actually matter? There are so many things in the world that actually matter. They affect us, right? We are hurt by them or helped by them. You feel it in your community, the world, the larger world. My socks, they just don't add up. So if I delight in these ridiculous, silly socks, it doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I think
no.
that's how I make choices. And I'm older.
Do you suffer for the look? Would you wear
Absolutely.
a paper pair of You do?
100%.
I'm too soft!
100%.
You've gone to Sex and the City. We best talk about that, do you think? Yes. Well, they're talking about the heels in that time. Were you running through the streets in those heels and
Yeah.
did you not turn an ankle? Was
No.
there no?
No, I really excelled, I will say. I got good. It scared a lot of men. I mean, there were male critics in the very beginning who were very, very hard on the show, and obviously a critic has the right to feel any way they want, but their criticism felt not academic. It felt strangely personal. And I think it was uncomfortable for a lot of men
Yes.
to hear women have the same conversations that they'd always been having. They were allowed to be open about it, and women just hadn't been portrayed as having those conversations and certainly not sharing them on the screen.
Your daughters are 10, same age as
Yes,
my
your
daughter
daughter.
Willow. Do they express pride in the things that you do at this point?
You know, the other day, my daughter didn't think I was going to be at her volleyball game, and I showed up, and she was like, "Oh, Mom, I was so happy when you walked in the door." I think those are the things that they're most proud of is when we can exhibit, parenting,
Yes.
to them. I think that's the stuff that really is most important to them. I feel lucky that I have a relationship that they can see, is, real and complicated, but loving and respectful. And I'm very fond of my husband, so it's mostly, that's mostly what they witness.
How have you been able to reach for your dreams? When I'm sure at times you felt like, oh, that's just that's too big for me.
What I mostly told myself when something seemed impossible, the worst that will happen is that they'll say no. I mean, that's the truth. And maybe some will deliver a no in a way that feels particularly bad or even humiliating to some degree. But I'm not really worse for it. I'm not, and by the way, that doesn't mean that's the end of pursuing it. It just means that ideal is not going to happen.
What are you most grateful for?
Healthy children. Really, truly, that's and I mean here in, it's a complicated world. I'm grateful, so grateful, and I imagine everybody in the room who is a parent is always grateful for a a child that basically wakes up well and happy.
We're very grateful to you
Thank
for
you.
spending your time here, for being
Likewise.
generous with your wisdom. Can you please give us another huge thank you